Dear CEOs and industry leaders, you are most graciously welcome to Akul Mac Business Bunker. This is a forum where you are able to showcase your products to the masses, to the investor, to the prospects, and to your client. And if you want to promote your company and yourself, you have landed at the right place. Before we continue, do like and subscribe our channel. Hello, friends. Welcome to Akulmac Business Bunker. And you know that this is a forum where we have the B2B conversation, where we actually bring all the senior executives on the same forum and network between them. And also, we have a provision where you can run your producting so that when people are watching, they know exactly what they're hearing about, and when they, they can actually reach out to you directly and engage with you. At the same time, we heavily use social media, where we are right now live across uh, 5 social media, and you can also subscribe to akulmac.live by just pointing your mobile phone camera on this QR code, and you will get instantly connected with us. So this is a brief about Akul Mac Business Bunker. It is a B2B, B2C forum where we actually do everything about business. We bring all the different types of businesses together. We allow them to make their pitch, and we also go live on social media. Right now, we are live, and if you have any questions about the subject which is being discussed, you can use the chat function in social media, and you can reach out to us directly. Your chat will reach us straight away. You could be reaching out from LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook. It doesn't matter. Your chat will display here. We can display your question with your name and address your query straight away. So, friends, to start our discussion for this week, which is 4th of March, we conducted a survey about the Gen Z. And let me explain what is Gen Z. Gen Z is a short form given by United Nations to something called Generation Zoom. And when we say Generation Zoomer, it's just an acronym. It's not something to do with Zoom or anything like that. It's the people who are actually engaging with each other using online platform. So United Nations themselves have called them Gen Z, and there are different categories of the work environment, or different matrices are being worked out at the United Nations level. And therefore we felt that, like, for example, we are connected with you right now across the social media, and we are going live right now. There are other colleagues who will be present today on the program, and there are other set of people who are watching us live at this point in time. So our objective of this week was to evaluate where the Gen Z wish the business to go, since most of us are online. And we conducted this survey. We Let me display the survey results of last week. And the survey was about whether the Gen Z or the current generation will be comfortable going back to office if given a chance. And there were 4 options. The first 2 options, we got overwhelming response, as you can see here. One is which is the top of the list, and that is, who needs an office? Because in past 24 months, people have realized that they can be more efficient, and therefore they have actually chosen this option. 67% people have said that who needs an office. And number two is, since business is digital, so remaining 33% people said, well, we don't have to go to office, because 67% people say that, okay, I don't need to work from an office. And why? The second option is that 33% remaining people saying that Everything is digital now, so why we need to go back to the office? And then there are other options also which are very futuristic in nature. The third option was about augmented reality, and fourth was for Web 3.0. Since people have not experienced AR and Web 3.0 in a big way, in fact, I'm not surprised. None of the vote have gone to these two options. So this is a result of last week survey. If you have an opinion, if you have a suggestion, if you have a comment, you can actually use the chat function, send in your comment, and we will display right away during the session and address your query. And I will keep displaying this survey result many times during the discussion. So let's now welcome our guest today in the program, and we will discuss about the survey results and also understand where the Gen Z and work from home scenario, or if we call it hybrid, or we say that completely digital, where it is going, and what is the future of work which lies for next decade. So without further ado, let me invite our guest. uh, Welcome, Kanchan. She is joining us from Delhi. So Kanchan, welcome to the show, and please introduce yourself to our viewers and also tell
Hello,
us what your company.
hello. Thanks for inviting me. It's always a pleasure. Akulmac is a consulting company. We provide a base for um, clients to platform, and we would like to invite to take a leverage of our platform and engage us for their future endeavor in product or services. And we look forward.
Great, Kanchan, welcome to the show. And I'm sure people who are watching, they will like to engage with you. They can reach out to Kanchan directly, either through us, or you can search out Kanchan. She is a founding director of Akulmac, and you can reach out to her directly. And Akulmac can help you in forming your entire online strategy, will help you with your business transformation onto the online platform, especially using social media and the video platform. So let us start our discussion. Kanchan, let me display the survey results once again. And the question was whether Generation Z or Gen Z in short would like to work from an office in future. And clearly almost 100% of the people said since the business is digital, and we have also understood that we don't need to go back to office because there's no point in wasting resources, etc. This is what the 100% of the people have said across all medium. We have compiled these results, and we are now showing only the compiled values. So what is your opinion when you hear this kind of feedback from the field? What do you think is the industry taking us? Did you hear a question, Kanchan? Did you hear a question? We are having some technical issues. I think the connection is not stable, but Kanchan will be back. Yes, Kanchan, you're back. Yes, Kanchan, can you hear me? All right, so I think the connection, Kanchan's connection is not stable, but let me continue the discussion. So, the big question that we have to also address is whether going back to office is good. A lot of people say that, hey, this is not the way we should work. This is actually stopping our physical interactions, and because of that we are missing out a big chunk of basically working as a team. So considering that, some people propose that, hey, let's work hybrid. Let us work hybrid, and we will actually go probably once or twice a week to the office. So considering this kind of a scenario where people are having all kinds of ideas, but the survey, when the surveys are conducted, surveys cannot, it doesn't lie, and it says that 100% of the people feel that they don't want to go back to office simply because there is no need. I think there is always a cost benefit analysis that we have to do, and most of the people feel that there is pointless to go back to office. I think hopefully Kanchan is back. Let me patch her in, and we will take her opinion also. Kanchan, can you hear me? I can see your your video is frozen, but can you hear me? All right, so I think there is some issue with Kanchan's line. Nevertheless, this is the big question whether we need to go back to the office. Do we need to really go back to office, or can we enhance the digital mediums? Currently, what we have is a link. For example, in this forum, also we are using a link, and because of that, we are able to go live, also live stream on all social media platforms and engage with multiple people. I can see a lot of people are watching us right now, but when people say that we are losing the physical touch, I think it is a valid point, because using digital platform, people are losing the physical touch, and because of that, the personal touch is being lost out in this whole process. And therefore, the digital media that we have today, which is Zoom or the usual platforms that people use today to communicate, to have a video call. The schools students are also using Zoom to join their classrooms and basically study their course, etc. So the same problem is there with school students, because they are losing a big chunk of their youth or the young age, where they used to make friends, they used to break friends, they used to like somebody, dislike somebody. The whole point of growing together as a kid, as a child, is also being lost out for the generation, which is Generation Z, Gen Z, because there is no opportunity to interact directly. So, in the current scenario, what is happening is people sit in front of a screen, and it's a one to many communication, where teacher keeps narrating what she has to tell, and students keep grasping. Same is the case with the webinars and all that. So one person talks and all other listens. So there is no communication sort of thing which is going on. So considering this scenario, I think the most important aspect is to bring that personal touch into our digital world. And I have personally kept the third option, for which we did not get any feedback from the field, which is the augmented reality. So and well, people have not voted for it, but I think there is an opportunity for the augmented reality to be part of the digital platforms, made part of the digital platform, simply because when the AR is there, then people will be able to augment the reality in their digital world. So there could be applications, there could be plugins which could be provided in Zoom or Google Meet or Teams, where you can say that I want to feel the other guy physically. So in that case, you can actually also induce physical elements into your dry digital two-dimensional world, where using AR, we can have some sort of reality also be make part of our digital arena. So let's see if Kanchan is back, and we will also take her opinion. So welcome back, Kanchan. I think there was some technical issue in the connection. Uh, you have seen the survey results
Right.
where almost 100% of the people said nobody wants to go back to office, since the reason being the business is digital anyway. So over to you, Kanchan. What do you feel? What is your opinion about this?
Well, I feel that for last 2 years, people have realized that they are very well connected. They can at home. They work individualistically, and there are a lot of creativity when we are talking about working from home. Mental issue, and there are some, I think, deprived from a social action. Having said this, what I really feel is this is the way to go forward, because there are so many good things. As you said, there are no office, because they will save time, and then that particular time can be utilized more and more fondly working.
Thank you, Kanchan, for your opinion. In fact, there's a view from our viewer also, and this viewer is her name is Hani Kitani. She has actually reached out to us, and she has appreciated our program, and she says that this initiative is great, and she has given her coordinates to reach out to us. So we will reach out to you, Honey, after the program. But if you have any other observation, or you want to join our live stream, you can just follow the links which have been shared in our in the start of the program, and you can join live. And thank you so much for sending your comments. Appreciate people engagement here. So going back, as I was saying that people are missing the physical touch in their two-dimensional digital world. So there is an opportunity for advanced things to come in, things like augmented reality. And you have any opinion, Kanchan, about using AR? Because right now, what happens is that there are a lot of plugins which are available. So instead of buying a software, I mean, if you say that I need to buy a software, people are now buying the plugins. And because of this plugin mechanism, anyone can write a plugin, and anyone can actually write plugin for different software programs. And because of that, the software functionality is booming at this point in time. Recently, because I use Calendly for fixing my calendar, I found there is a plugin which will directly connect calendar to LinkedIn. So if anyone wants to freeze my calendar, they can do directly from calendar. You see, that is a way the technology is progressing. So for an augmented reality development company or development group or even individuals, there is a big opportunity to develop the AR plugins for different programs like Gmail and Zoom, etc., Teams. So over to you, Kanchan. What do you feel about augmented reality really bringing and exploding our digital world, bringing the elements of reality into our so that we actually have much more friendly conversation? Your opinion, Kanchan.
Uh, Actually, when we going online and working from home, and the olden ways of uh, workforce or the work culture, I think, or AI is necessity, because that gives a reality. That's what required, because we are somehow connected through online base, and we are not able to have a sense of community in real time. But we have community through online. So definitely we require more kind of touch. And when we are talking about augmented reality, that will facilitate finer points of interaction. Very necessary. I think augmented reality or AI, though I can very happily say that are more technocrat, we are more technology friendly, but we are missing a community feel touch. Even I feel if you have augmented reality and is of personal interaction, one to one human interaction, I think we are losing. But having said this, I think when we are online and we are working from home and we isn't here, we require more closer closeness, and that will reality.
Well, I think you raised a very important point, and you mentioned somewhere in your narration about AI, and you also mentioned about the physical interaction. End of the day, humans are the social animal, so we need to be social, even though we are sitting miles apart. It has actually brought the world very close to each other. In fact, we can have similar conversation across 10,000 miles in a different continent without any delay or anything like that. So I think it is making our world much smaller. Earlier, we had to take a flight, fix a meeting, get into a hotel, then prepare ourselves, and then go for a meeting, 1 hour meeting. So we would end up spending 1 week for a 1 hour meeting. So all those things are not required now. All we have to do is just in a flick of a button, we can get connected with anyone across the globe. So that is a power of getting onto the digital bandwagon. But when we have this kind of flexibility, it also brings a lot of responsibility in terms of security. I think right now the channels are not secure, and I've heard people. In fact, yesterday only, there is a friend of mine in Mumbai who's also a big orator, and he conducts live shows. And his live show was interrupted by unknown people sharing some crappy material during the live call itself. And such things are happening. So I think the second opportunity, other than the augmented reality, to bring the physical aspect in your digital world and increase more physical interaction using AR devices, I think the second most important point is security. And it is very, very important, because if your connection is not secure and if it can be hacked into, even when the call is going on or even afterwards, then definitely there is a huge risk of your credibility. So your opinion, Kanchan, what do you think? Do you think that security is an important aspect of getting digital?
It's a very, very important aspect to if we are on a digital platform. Even today, here to give our own number there when we were on which was connected with, we have a smartphone now, so scared to really feel that PAN card mobile number should not be used. So security is definitely very, very critical and affect businesses. So, but feel that uh, security will only come when augmented reality, and when the augmented is treated well and integrated the security aspect, then I think that is a critical part of AI. If we are not having a security in built, there's no use. I think when we are talking augmented reality, the first step is already a security aspect which has to be taken care.
Yes, in fact, security is again software services, or it could be a hosted services, which could be provided by the platform directly, like Zoom uh, and Gmeet, etc. So, the level of security is already available uh, in terms of encryption. So, end to end, the connections are encrypted when we are actually doing the calls. However, it does not stop people
Right.
from identifying your stream keys and your passwords and then enter without invitation into your live streams or even in your sessions in schools, etc. And that gives rise to a lot of issues, not only losing your credibility in front of your clients and prospects, but also there could be location based tracking can also be done, which is again very risky for individuals. So I think there is an opportunity, just like in augmented reality solutions company must see an opportunity to create a AR experience and release these plugins for digital platforms. There is an opportunity for providing these security services, online security services, as also part of plugin which people can use it. So a level of security is provided by the platform at the moment, which is basically encrypting the connections. But beyond that, there is a huge security gap which is still there. And this is why I actually asked for the third option, which was about the Web 3.0, because Web 3.0 is supposed to be based on blockchain technology. And when we say blockchain technology, it is virtually impossible to hack into. And it also brings a lot of other advantages where people need not remember passwords. And using blockchain, you can actually replicate the digital presence of individual with their physical presence. So instead of logging into Facebook, in LinkedIn, into different platforms, you actually log in into the internet, and all of these services which are available on internet are made available because you have already logged in into the internet. The Web 3.0 will be so secure, and the security will be in inherent quality of the new web, which is going to come in a big way. Uh, it can come tomorrow, or it can come next year. We don't know, but there is a lot of preparation going on to create a Web 3.0 completely. The entire web, the current web is called Web 2.0. The Web 3.0, when it comes, it will be very very secure. It will have the world class security as part of the internet itself, and it will also replicate your physical presence into the digital arena. So that was a fourth option that we talked about. And so I think there are opportunities. I mean, the crux of the today's discussion is that there are opportunities in terms of providing better connectivity, better security, and also better experience digitally, as if they are using the system across the table. So I think Kanchan is back. I think we lost her line, but she's back. So Kanchan, before I lost the line, I was talking about the security and also the launch of Web 0, which is going to bring all this security inherently into the new internet. You have any opinion on this?
Please, can you repeat the question once again?
Yeah, I was talking about the Web 3.0 because in the survey also that was the option given to the people where we said that Web 3.0 will replace the current web technologies, and it will bring the in-security feature for people to be feeling more secure, because right now there are the threat of somebody is going to hack into your identity, your bank accounts, your email ID, your social media accounts, etc. With Web 3.0, the security will be cannot be tampered with, and once that 3.0 comes, then people will feel more comfortable using digital platform more often and hopefully this digital platform will become the only acceptable norms of interacting with people. So your opinion on this, Kanchan?
Yes, actually, I feel, as I already mentioned, that security is the key for the development, or for taking this discussion forward, since we are online and we are discussing about the security, and we are also discussing about how it will be working from home and not going to the office. So, for that, all Web 3.0 is required, because uh, securities are uh, the ultimate, I mean, the door of security. If you are entering into online workstation, then you have to and pass through that door of security, and that is very much required. So any online leave the transaction, the day to day work, we require a comfortable feel around us when we are talking about online work force, or work patterns.
Yeah, I'm back. My
Yeah,
connection
are
was
you
poor.
okay? So, are you able to hear what I mentioned? The points, the key points.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Your points we heard. So I think we have come to end of the program. Thank you so much for joining us and giving your valuable inputs. I think the
It's always a
summary
pleasure
of a
to be part of this show.
lot of great, Kanchan. And just to summarize our interaction today, I think there are opportunities which are available in the area of improving the perception using the digital platform, using augmented reality. There is an opportunity available in security, and also opportunity available in bringing all these together into one platform, so that the people seamless it without any technical knowledge or anything. So anybody should be able to use Web 3.0 and all other features, and this will become a uh, normal medium where people were just simply using their devices, and the number of devices will also come down, because you don't need multiple TVs and stuff like that. All you need is a AR glass just like this, and get connected using a mobile device, and go for it. So I think with this, I will like to end the discussion today, this week on March 4th. But next week we are talking about something very, very futuristic, and it's about how we can improve the Indian UPI system, and can UPI be an alternative to global SWIFT network for transfer of funds? So join in, friends, next week also. And before I go, I see a message from message. This is something that is an automated message which I will just display, and we are saying that we are live, and if you have any comments, you can reach out to us directly. So with this, I will end my discussion today, and only to catch you again next week. Akul Mac, Business Bunker. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will see you next time.